Success is scripted. Now, step one is decide on your goal. Now, this is the part where you have an honest conversation with yourself because you know yourself better than anyone. You know your strength, you know your weakness, you know where what you can do, you know what you cannot do. So, if you set yourself a very big goal that is unachievable, you are setting yourself for failure. You're not even going to do that thing, or you start and drop it. If you set yourself for the end goal, the target should be realistic. Oftentimes you hear that, okay, write your goals down. Now, it's not only writing your goal down, because you can just decide to just write that, okay, I want to make 1 million naira, for example, now in 1 month. Now you just write that thing. That's not a script. That's just you writing like a motivation. That's just you writing. Success is scripted. Now that is where the you know when filmmakers used to make film, they write script. Now the script contains the how, the when, the where, the things, even to the tiny details. Maybe a scene like there will be cup, the cup will shatter, or the cup will fall down, or the actor will punch the actress in the face. They will write it down. That is scripting to the last details. This is what you have to do with your goal if you plan to achieve it. So if you want to deceive yourself, write it down like, okay, I want to achieve 1 million naira in 1 month, and just leave it there. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen because you've not even seen the possibility. You've not even seen the uh, uh, project. You've not even seen the problems that will arise in pursuing that particular project, that particular goal. Now, if you're scripting first the end goal. Now, for example, I've been making an example of how to make 1 million naira in 1 month. Now, this is where, like, okay, how to make 1 million naira? I want to make 1 million naira in 1 month, but I've never made 1 million naira close to it. I've never even made 500,000. I've never even made 200,000 in 1 month. So, you know that, okay, this is a wishful goal. So, because if I am making maybe between 100,000 to 200,000 a month, now by writing, I want to make 1 million naira in a month, I will see that, oh, this is a wishful goal. It's unattainable for me at the moment. Now, what is something that you can attain? Now, from 200,000 to I want to make 500,000 in a month. Now, this is something that you can actually achieve. Now, then you now go down to this is my current earning. What will I do to achieve that particular end goal? Oh, I will increase this, I will decrease this, I will do this, I will do that, I will start this, I will stop this. Now, this is also the process. You are writing the process that will help you, things that you need to change to achieve that. Another thing is to write problems that will arise if you are pursuing that particular goal. You have to write it, you have to script it down. Now, okay, if I decide to, like, I want to make 500,000 naira in a month, and then I'm earning 100 or 200,000 naira, I have to like do this, and then this problem will start. My boss will complain that I'm not, because I'm doing a side hustle, I'm not giving in my best in my work. Oh, now something can happen, and then this thing will fail. What will I do? Now, you list out possible, you imagine possible scenarios or possible problems that may arise if you are pursuing that particular goal. Now, then you look for solution. That is where you not only do plan B, but up to plan Z. You do like plan B, C, D, and up to Z. Now, because in case that thing did not work, this is what I would do. In case I encounter such a problem that I've already written down, this is what I will do to counter it or to tackle it. Now, this is scripting. Now, after doing all that, you also need to like give yourself a realistic time frame. Now, if you say that, okay, in 1 month, you like, okay, is this achievable? Like, what will I do to achieve this in 1 month? Is it that I have to work every day for 30 days? I have to work once a week for the 4 weeks? So you need to like script it to the time frame. Like, okay, now is it a weekly thing that I have to do? This is my goal to achieve it in this particular time frame? Is it a daily thing? It is hourly. You need to, like, for example, if you want to like write a book, and then you want to that book you want to write it in 1 month, in 30 days, and that book you want it to be like 50,000 words in 1 month. Now, how many words do you need to write per day? And then you have to like go into like not only how many hours will it take you, or how many minutes will it take you to write those words in a day. Let's say you need to write 2,000 words in a day. Now, how many hours will it take you to write that thing? So you need to do it to that tiny detail, hourly, minutes, seconds, days. To so if you are scripting your goal, if you script it very well, you will see the big picture, whether this thing is achievable or not. Where this you will see, if you started it and you realize that this thing need adjusting, you go back to your script and then start on scripting it, or start adjusting that script, because you already scheduled, you already written everything, so you know the bigger picture, compared to if you just write I want to make 1 million naira in a month, and you just start doing things randomly. So now this is the step 2. You have to script that your goal up to the last tiny details for you to eventually achieve. Now, the third step is to implement, is to start, is to execute, is to take action, whatever phrase or word that you want to use for yourself. The big thing, the bigger picture is that you should start that your script that you've already scripted, you should start working on it. You should start putting that work. Now, some people are planners, they are very good at planning things. They can script that thing for you, for themselves. But they are very weak, they're very poor, they're not so good in taking action, in executing that particular project or that particular goals. That is why sometimes you have a very good script, you have your plans, you make like, okay, I want to do this. Like I mentioned in one of my video about a friend who came up with idea to start a podcast in 2023, but he did not execute it, and another person in 2025 got that idea and then start executing it. Now that is the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person, because a successful person take action, execute, implement, do the work, and then unsuccessful, he stops at step 1 and step 2. He stops at the goal, the deciding the goal. He stops at scripting it if he eventually scripted. But the beauty part of it, if he did not do that wishful scripting, if he did not just write the goal and just script it, it will help him in making the decision, start taking it, because you know the steps, you know what you need to do, so that even if you do not achieve it at the particular time frame, you know that eventually if you continue doing following that script, you eventually hit your target. But if you just make a wishful writing, just wishful goal, and just stop at there, that is when you find it difficult to execute or implement, because you have not even see the big picture, because that is when the goal will start scaring you. But if you break it down to the tiny details, you need to know, oh, I can actually do this. Oh, this is not so hard if I can do this. But if you do not, the project or the goal will be scaring you. Anytime you want to do, your mind will be doing boop, 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 because you did not script it, you do not write the way, you do not write the procedure or the process of achieving that particular goal. So that goal is scaring you. Now, if you do not execute it, or you start procrastinating anyhow, is a recipe for failure. So, but because this video is about talking about how to achieve or how to pursue your goal, is I like to put it this way, that if that thing that is chasing you to achieve that goal is bigger than your excuses, you will eventually take action. If it is poverty that is pursuing you, and you look back and you see all the debt and you see all the problems, all the bills that you need to, you eventually go. Now, take example like if you are working and then you know you have a salary, and you know that if you don't have this salary, oh, you will suffer. You cannot buy food, you cannot buy essentials. So even though you don't like your job or you find it difficult, you still have to go because you know that that thing that is pursuing you, those bills that is pursuing you is bigger than your reason of not doing the work, that maybe it's tiring. So I hope with this step you are going to just go and pick that your book that you wrote, that your goal, and then start implementing. Decide, script it, and then implement, do the work. It's not going to be easy, but if you script it well, just as I analyze, you know the problems that will arise, you have point out possible solutions to those problems, you are eventually going to do that particular goal and you're going to pursue it relentlessly and you are going to be successful at it, inshallah. So if you're taking anything away from this video, know that success is scripted, and if you script it well and follow it, success is guaranteed. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.